Hello again, and welcome to another unboxing. Today we have the Battlezones scenery upgrade box designed for the game Dead Zone, hence why it says Dead Zone all over it. But from here on out, these are going to be referred to Battlezones, as Mantic's plans are to release them for the entirety of sci-fi scenery. So this is the box. It's quite a sizable box with excellent art on the front, showing a typical game of Dead Zone, I suppose. It's wrapped in quite a nice little sleeve with all the art going around the sides, bottom, and on the back we have a nice little picture showing you all you get. But on previous notes of the box, I do know you do get slightly more. 2 Mantic points, and you won't be able to see it here because for some reason the camera on the webcam, even if you could see it, reversal of text, but they've gone back to their hilarious text quotes again. And for older Mantic fans, because they stopped doing it for the Dread Ball, it's just a little nod to their past and hopefully bring it back. But they've got all their usual models supplied and painted, don't give to children, etc, etc, and the little quote at the bottom says, "And I miss you like the desert's missed terrain." So very funny. So let's crack it open. Probably pull the gap on it. That's right. So, like I said, nice sleeve. You know what nice, easy, simple packaged white box of terrain. Pull it up. That's a lot of stuff. So let's go through all the bits. These little things will become both your friend and your enemy. These are the connector sprues. You've got 4, 8, 12, 16 straight connector sprues, and 4, 8, 12, 16, 32 right angled connector sprues. The idea of these is they push into the tiles, etc, and provide a nice fit, as well as possibly being able to be customizable, to be reused again and again, in case you want to change up your scenery, but I'll come back to that later. You've then got what's known as an accessory sprue, so you've got a couple of guardrails, that and that form the lamppost, which also doubles up, if you notice, as a connector sprue. You've got 2 little arches, which fold as 3 little arches, which form as connector sprues again. A ladder, which has connectors again. A couple of barrels, because you play the game of Dead Zone at all, so 1, 2, and then a 2-part barrel there. Play the game of Dead Zone at all, it classes cover. So we've got 2 of them sprues. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these sprues. I'll move them 3 out of the way and show you this one. So we've got a sort of like an iron girdle kind of industrial one. Standard wall sprue, a wall sprue with a window, because all of Dead Zone is line of sight, and most sci-fi skirmish games are line of sight. So excellent. 2 sort of like smaller ones with a lot of barriers, etc. 2 of these sort of slopes. I don't really know what you could call them, but they've got connectors on again, so that just adds to their functionality, as well as saving on connector sprues. That's that in a minute. You've then got 1, 2 of these ones. So we've got a doorway, a large window, 1, 2, 3, 4 more of them sloped connectors, 2 floor panels, I suppose. I don't know if you can see it well on there, but it's kind of like a cross-hatch pattern on there. So plenty of wall and floor panels. Then to finish off, you've got 2 of this sprue. Okay, so you've got a sort of like an outdoor metalled, a bit more of a hard wearing panel to the floor panel. You've then got 1, 2, 3, possibly, I mean there's two identical with like the grid pattern again on what could be outdoorsy kind of metal, and More of a wall panel, I'd say, but you know, there's nothing stopping you doing it as a balcony panel again, or a walkway panel. A door, which that little connector there, I don't know if you can see it well on there. That does actually marry up to that little notch there. So you can actually have the door fixed on and remove the door as you go through it. And then two more of these archway panels. For further connections to help you with balconies, etc. That is the box empty. Now, that's not bad for 25 quid really, if you ask me. Because that's how much it is, £24.99 on the Mantic website. But that's a pretty boring unboxing, if I'm honest. So I've actually done these in my, well, I wouldn't say my spare time, because I'm doing it for Mantic at the moment. And just to show you, you know, only a tiny bit of work really. A couple of posters, some plastic sheeting, and I've made some stencils as well from TT Troll Trader Combat stencils, Troll Trader stencils. I said a couple of posters, and that's my small, what's going to be a Rebs bar. One. I've used some extra sprues on this, but it's good to see things to come. There's obviously the ruined sprues, which are excellent really. I'm glad I've got a few of them coming. A couple more posters and the glass again. You know, the stencils as well, giving a hex pattern, so this will probably fit into my Dreadball supply shop. And loving whoever made the poster, I think it's Rob Taylor, his future armour nod with the Enjoy Sloan. That bit of a multi-story building. I used a bit of, I don't know if I've got it here still. No, I haven't. The grippy stuff that you can use to put on the laptops or things like that. Sprayed it silver, made it with a chain link fence, put some holes in it. Another one of those posters. The problem with this, the text has been backwards, but it says, "Attention, guard rapture on premises." That's quite funny. And then a sort of mech's garage, you know, like your quick fit, but obviously instead we've got mech fit. With the yellow and blue. The yellow will become more prevalent to anyone that's going to Mantic's Open Day this year and joining in the campaign. You will find out what that's all about later on. So I've shown you what's in the box. I've shown you what's in the case. Another point I forgot to mention: if you on the back of there's also a bit of spiel as to, well, a bit of fluff really. It's saying why they're so boxy. It's all supplied by one of the corporations in the Dead Zone and Warpath universe to give them a quick, easy, utilitarian blocks. Really good actually. I mean, I have got, I will point out, I do say in there, reverse text again, so I know better than this. So the finest hard plastic science fiction wargaming terrain. I don't mind them saying that. Whether or not I believe that or not could be a different thing. They are very good though. For 25 quid, you know, this is obviously Games Workshop's offering. You get a few of these. You know, it's the same kind of you putting loads of jigsaw puzzles together, and it's a pain in the backside to be honest. It is nice, possibly superior. It's chunkier, but you know, in the game of 40k, terrain is kind of more of a hindrance, I would say. That's my gripe. Yes, and back to the connectors then. The idea of the Dead Zone terrain was you'd be able to click it together, take it apart, use it again, reconfigure it. Now, I don't think that would be something that most people will do. There is a knack to these connectors. You have to have the right amount of pressure in the right area, otherwise they may possibly snap. There's a way to remove them as well, which involves pushing something very carefully through the hole at the other side of the connector nub. It's not something personally I couldn't see myself doing it anyway. If I'm happy with the setup, I would be happy with the setup. You know, I wouldn't build anything to think, oh, it's naff now, and take it apart. So I mean, all those ones you've just seen there are glued. and if you are careful with them, they will last. They could possibly do with more, but I'm not going to hold it against them. It's a nice idea. I don't think it 100% worked, but I'm glad there is something else on the sci-fi market in plastic, because mostly it's resin or lesser materials. And we've got the customizability. There's a whole host of other releases for them. If you just want a watchtower, to a landing pad, to a bastion setup. There's the 4 battle zones they do at the moment. There is a core world, which is all the stuff you've just seen there. There's a landing pad set up. There was the fortifications, and then the ruins. Got a couple more of them coming soon on the Kickstarter, so hopefully should be able to show you them as I get them. That's all I've got for this video. I think that's quite a good video of quite epic products in wargaming at the moment. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.